Hey, good morning everyone. Dana from Wheaton Chevrolet coming at you with the second video in our sales process series and the most fun part of selecting a new vehicle, the test drive. Right? This is going to give you an opportunity to take it out on the road and really feel how this vehicle is going to work for you in your day-to-day life. You get to see how the seats feel. This one has nice leather seats with heated and cooled seating. You can feel the performance of the engine, the way it handles. Get an opportunity to play around with the infotainment system and the connected hands-free calling. Really get to see the value of all the options that you're interested in and see what works for you and what doesn't, you know? So without any further ado, let's take it for a rip.
Here we are on the test drive, on the road. As a customer joining you on this test drive,
Yep.
What are some of the questions that I might want to ask you to make sure that this is the right vehicle for me?
Yeah, that's good. My first response would be everything. You know, whatever comes to mind, ask about it. You know, I want you to feel confident in your decision at all times. But that being said, I mean, I deal with a lot of families and they're carrying around precious cargo. So generally, safety is a really important feature for a lot of people. For example, this is a 2019 Equinox Premier. It's going to be loaded up for the most part with all the safety features that are important for most people. So side blind zone alert, front and rear park assist, forward collision alert sensors. I mean, you name it, this one has it. So, you know, those kind of questions are really great to ask so you can kind of get an idea of what to select in the model and make. Some people that isn't important. You know, sometimes people like a sunroof, they like comfort, they like a really banging stereo system. So I always just encourage a lot of dialogue. I want you to be driving and feeling everything out and playing with all the options so you know what it's going to be like when you're driving to and from work or if you're going on a road trip with the family.
Where's a good place to drive?
Oh, okay. Well, you know, generally I'll have as a salesperson, I'll have a planned route, right, where I will go. So if you're telling me that you drive a lot of grid road, maybe you're from out of town, what I sometimes will like to do is take you on a route that is going to include some grid road so you can feel what the vehicle will handle, or how the vehicle will handle rather, on a little bit of rough terrain. If it's just a to and from work kind of thing, I'll mix in a little bit of city driving and maybe a little bit of highway so you can kind of have the full breadth of the vehicle's performance. So really, I try to make sure that when I'm doing my investigation with the customer, I'm finding out how they're going to be using the vehicle. And you know what? Sometimes what I do is if they are really in love with everything and they want to keep driving it, I let them take it wherever they want to go with it and just really get some ownership of it. So it helped me too on my end to make sure I'm selecting the right vehicle. The statistic is, and I don't think this is a black and white statistic, but 50% of the people who come looking for a vehicle end up buying a different one. So if you keep that in mind, you know, I have to make sure that I'm doing a thorough investigation and making sure that the customer is asking a lot of questions of things that are important to them.
So Dana, I love the idea of taking a test drive, but
Yeah.
I'm a busy guy. A lot of the people I know are busy people. We don't necessarily have time to come down to the dealership and, you know, wait around for an hour. Do we have any other options if we want to get behind the wheel of a new car?
Yeah, actually, that's a good question. We've come up with something at Wheaton called the driveway test drive. So you know, there's people who either don't have time or don't want to come down to the dealership and have that experience. It's my job to make sure that they have a great experience. So what we offer is the opportunity for me to bring a vehicle to you. We come right to your driveway, pick you up, and then I take you out and I do the same process that I would as if you were to stop in at our dealership. That way, you know, you feel a little bit more comfortable in your own environment and we can set up a schedule that works best for you. So yeah, it's something that our customers have taken advantage of in the last little while with great success.
Thanks, Dana.
Yeah, no problem.
In our next video, we are going to get inside the dealership and start talking about everybody's most uncomfortable piece,
No.
the numbers. You ready for that?
Yeah, you are.